I had a video request on how to pass someone's half guard when they're either strong or flexible. Hopefully you're not fighting somebody that's both, because these passes are gonna be for each. To me, it is very difficult to get chest to chest on certain strong people, fight for the underhook and knee cut through there. So what my suggestion would be to pass kind of around them and then don't battle like through their frames. So the way that I do that, we weave between, and I've taught this pass before, but we weave underneath the top leg and we make a bite on the pants on the bottom leg. I need to hold this really tight because my knee is gonna turn over this knee, this shin right here really low. So I need to hold this really tight. I don't wanna like push it. I need to hold it tight. And then I need some way to pull his head towards me. Be careful grabbing too deep. If you grab too deep, people will bite on that choi bar. They'll try to arm crush you. But just under the head is good. I can still tuck my elbow. And then we can spear our partner with our head. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our legs by bringing our feet really close to our partner. And then we're gonna turn our knee and our shin over their shin. And then once my knee touches the mat, I'll pull my heel to my butt and basically windshield wipe. And then I'm gonna be out of the legs. And this is where the pass comes from. So I weave, I make my connection, I make my controlling the head type grip, I drive into my partner and I get up on my toes. And I kind of move in front of him a little bit while I do this. And then I turn my knee. And the second I turn my knee, I'm still holding that pant leg, I can bring my knee down and my foot out. And from here, I'm trying to stretch that far pant leg as I finish my pass. As I start to come in front of them, if they frame on me really hard while I have that pant leg, I'll jump and finish the pass on the far side. So we have this pass where we weave over underneath, we grab the knee, we control the head, we drive into our partner using our head, using our chest, load all the weight, turn our knee sideways, and now I try to finish in front. If you're dealing with their strength, and you try to finish in front and they're framing on you really hard, you're tripoding and jumping over that top leg. So we're kind of avoiding all their pressure, avoiding their frames, avoiding their ability to be stronger than you and hold you at bay. I'm not trying to gather the legs and sprawl. That's not what we're doing. If our partner's bigger than us, it's very difficult sometimes if they have really tight legs to just kick back and sprawl. So we're smothering him, turning. You smother, get your toes high, turn our knee, pummel, finish the pass, finish the pass, finish the pass. They frame, hips in the air, and you jump over the top. And now we're chasing them back. This is very similar to the style of long step passing, where we have a pant leg and a collar, and I move to the side, and the second I feel too much of a pinch, I turn my knees away a little bit, and I long step, and I try to finish my pass, and they frame on me, and I tripod, and then I push their knee down, and I jump over the top. And now we have that same style. Basically, forcing the initial pressure, threat of the pass in front, and as they use their strength to push us away, now all four of their limbs are pointing this way. Now we turn, we chase the far side. So one last time for this. I weave, I collect the head, I drive my head in, pressure, pressure, pressure. I cut my knee, I finish the pass. I feel too much of a frame on me, so I pin it, I get my hips up, and we jump over the top. And now we pass towards the far side. So if a partner's strong, that's my preference. It's kind of like an outside style of passing. When my partner is flexible, my preference is to get chest to chest. If this leg is up, or if you're in half guard and they play kind of like a half guard lasso where their foot's like on your shoulder or over the top, my preference is to square my partner up. Right now, we're down on his right leg. I'm gonna walk until his left knee touches the mat. Right now, his left knee is pointing either at my hip, my shoulder, my chest. So from here, I make any grip because I need to get in front of this knee shield. I can grab the pants, here and I grab into the knee. I square him up. If your partner's not that flexible or they don't know this battle very well, you can just find yourself in front of the knee and you can dive into a knee cut. If your partner is flexible, which is why this was brought up and why I'm showing this, I will lift, and right here, rather than pausing and allowing this heel to come over my shoulder because they're flexible, I will lift and walk all the way until I pin it on the far side, cutting out their flexibility. And now I'll jumping knee slice to the other side. And now I'm already in front of that leg. Now I'll get chest to chest and I'll finish the pass. So we're here, my partner's on his right knee. I'm gonna walk until his left knee touches the mat. So I'm gonna square his hips up, and now I'm gonna square his hips with the floor. Now I've got that far leg touching the mat. My hand blocks it so that heel can't come over the top. When I'm ready, I pull the knee and I jump, and now I'm already in front of that knee shield. I'm killing the flexibility of that position, and then we can finish our knee cut. Another couple ways to beat this knee shield. Doing this is dangerous. If I bring my arm in front of the body, I can get arm dragged. I don't recommend this. Just kind of crushing is not very realistic in my opinion. One of the ways that I do this is by threatening this toe hold, and people will naturally extend their leg, and as they do that, I drop chest to chest, and then we can start passing with our underhook. So a lot of the times people want their legs straight to defend toe holds. So I know I'm not gonna finish this, I'm not planning on it. If I was, I would step up and fall backwards and twist with it. Because I'm not, as they start to extend the leg, we beat that knee shield. We get in front, we take our underhook and our crossface, we start tripoding up, and then we start freeing ourselves and getting into those knee cuts again. This way is the way that Professor Jason, the head coach, Professor Jason Yerington at Ohana HQ, he does this to me all the time. He pins my wrist to the mat with his thumb up. His knee goes on top of my knee. Thumb up, pin on the wrist. And then don't use your hands, but keep your knee shield in front of me. So I go here, in front of the knee, I pin. He's keeping his knee shield. All right, so what happened was, because I stopped his upper body movement with pinning his hand to the mat, and now we'll twist a little bit, because I pinned his upper body with his hand. Now it's like, I pinned that, so that's pinned. And then I stretched. See how the far leg moved out of the way? So he's in a ball right now. When I pin the hand with my hand, my knee pulls the top leg down, opening his hips all the way to the far side. So while this knee is in my way, if I can pin it and get on top of this knee, now I walk towards the other leg and the knee shield is killed. And again, we can fight for our underhooks, chest to chest. But if you do any style of loose passing on a flexible person, the second you break out of the guard, their feet come out, their feet come onto your shoulders, your face, all that stuff. So my preference is to tight pass, chest to chest pass. Beat the knee shield, get chest to chest against a flexible person. Against a really strong person, my preference is to loose pass. Pass around the outside. Don't try to fight through their frames. It's gonna be very difficult. You pass to the outside one way. If they stop you, pass to the outside the other way. Thanks, guys.